Hey, hello, hello, hello. So, how's everybody doing? Good morning. It's Friday. Hard to believe, huh? It's already been like the week. Yeah. Uh, all right. Good morning, Miss Michelle. Hi, Mari. Hello, Harry. Why, yes, the blue light came on. It must be your time to shine. Candy! Haven't seen you in forever. I hope it goes well, baby. Keep us updated. Miss you. Never come see us no more. Well, you're going to get better and then you can come in and hang out. You should come in anyway and hang out, even if you're not feeling good, because it's morale booster. When you're not feeling well, you need your friends. I'm just saying. Huh? Yeah. All right, so let's talk about what we did. So last night we did this because last night was our art therapy, and I didn't do a new page. I just finished up this one. Could I? I need this. Can you? No, I don't want. No, I don't want to pet you. Can you lay over here and behave yourself? Just lay down. Lay down and behave yourself. Come on. That end down too. There you go. So this was just like this, and it was a great page, but it still had the pocket. So I did this, and we did. I made a daisy to match because I didn't have one, so I had to make one. I suppose I could have cut one, but. And then I found this little piece that it's just a bookend, and so I made like a little writing space out of it. And we tucked that in there, and then I had these little cards. I have a bunch of them. And I was like, that kind of fits, it works. So I made, I folded it in half and inked it and rounded the corners and put it in there and just make it a little tuck. So we finished this last night. So I don't know. I might finish another page next week. I might start a new page. I don't know. But that's what we did in art therapy last night. We had some fun. And this week, we've been primarily, kind of working on make-aheads, making sure that I have a good supply of my make-ahead products. The projects that I do that I won't make when I'm doing a journal because it stops me to do it. I know that sounds weird, but like if I'm into a journal or I'm into a project and I want to, keep going and I've got a flow going as far as like decor, I don't want to stop and take everything off my desk so I can get out my cutters and everything and cut down a file folder to make a mini file folder or to make a pocket of some kind. I don't want to have to search through everything to find the right, a couple of pages of books and then sit there and glue two pieces together and then cut it and trim it. It slows down my process. So in order to help me kind of move forward and keep going, I like to make things ahead. So this week, we made a bunch of make-aheads. I think we did like a total of like 7 or 8 different styles of make-aheads. And then, of course, we did multiples of some styles, like file folders. I don't want them all the same size. So I made 3 different sizes. So, Carla! So that's what we did this week. So now it's Friday, and I want to kind of chill a little bit. So I gutted this Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady from Edith Holden last night. Yeah, because that's what I do with my evenings. I gut books. But I gutted it. So I have a whole book. And we're going to do a paper bag journal with it. So I got that out. And I got some paper bags. I'm going to use 2 of these to do this. Yeah. So when I do this, I like this style, you know? So to do this, I have one that I could use, but I want to do it so you guys can see it. So I start by cutting one bag. So let me grab my paper trimmer here. And I take this part off first because, you know, wowzer. I can't give you dimensions for this because paper bags are all different. These are actually from Daiso. So they're very different. They're not as thick, you know, as wide as like a sandwich bag would be, but they're close. So then I cut this bottom piece off. This piece right here. And I just cut it off at the fold. I get rid of that. I'll use it for something else later. So that gives me a piece like this. Hi, kitty. And then I'm going to get rid of this part up here real quick. Just, you know, the very edge. Boop. Get rid of that. Okay. That's kind of it for that. So then I'm going to open this one. On both sides. So now I have a big piece. And then I'm going to do this. To do this, I'm going to open the bag all the way. And then I want to open it like that. But that is going to create a problem when I get to the end. And I don't want to take the end off. So we're going to kind of reverse some things here. So I reverse this fold in the corner, and it gives me this. And you just want to make sure that you get these corners nice and sharp. And then I just glue, if this is popping up, I glue this down. I'm going to cover it, but I like it down anyway. So I glue that. And then I glue this part down. Again, I'm going to cover it, but I like it to be glued down so that I have a good base to start. Now, I like to create a pocket up here. So I'm going to fold this over, give myself about a 1/2 inch. That avoids the bulk. That 1/2 inch between the flap and there. And then this one will come over this way. So that's my like 1/2 inch there that I'm going to glue down. So I just kind of make sure that this comes up short of this line. And then I turn the whole thing over. Make sure it's nice and straight. And that's my gluing area. Okay. So I'm going to glue that to this. Making sure everything lines up and that it's edge to edge, corner to corner, all that good stuff. Okay. And then I'm going to glue this closed because I'm not going to have a pocket there. Okay. So now I have that. So now I have to fold this. And we want it to be just short of that. Nice and straight. And come back here and do any gluing. And the reason I didn't glue this is because this moves, you know, it's that part of the pocket that's going to shift. So I glue it together after because it's going to be covered with paper, so you're not going to see it anyway. But there we go. A little lift right there. And right there. So now I have a base. There's a little bit of lift right here. Okay. And then I want this to be a pocket. So I'm just going to glue this kind of about here. Run a line of glue. So that gives me a pocket, but it doesn't go all the way down because that would be a huge journaling card, right? Okay, that's it. So that's my base. Everybody's saying hi to you, honey.
Hi.
Not you.
No, honey.
All right, so now we're going to cover this thing. Now, remember, this is the flap and this is the front cover, so you want to make sure that these two pieces go together. I know, right? But you still have to cover underneath. So it has to be blue tits. So it has to be like one of the full pages. Let's see what we got. Looking for centers. Looking for centers. And I'll tell you why, because in this book, the centers tend to go all the way across the page, like that. See? That's kind of boring. Well, that's kind of boring. So I have like that, and then that would be. But the thing is that see, then I'd have that seam on my page, and I don't want to do that. Oh, but this might work. Look, that kind of works with this. All right, so that's an idea. Let me just set that to the side for a second and take a look. Nope. Nope. Ew. No. It's fall. Well, that's cute. But not what I'm looking for. That's all words. It's cute. But not what I'm looking for. Okay, I think we're going to go with this. Let me put this on a rubber band. Hi, Christine. Okay. So we could do like this page here, and then that could be our flap. So what we're looking for is something that we can put here that matches with something that goes there. You know, like something in the same shade. I could just do that. No, it's not wide enough. It's going to have to go this way. And I have a feeling that we're going to get like bird booty on there because of that. It's so difficult to work with this stuff. All right. Let's see. What, if anything, we have here we can use? Maybe we'll do that. All right, let's start with this. So this is 8. I think if we go like 8 1/4 by 5 7/8. Let me get a pencil. Okay. So 5 7/8. Let's get out a trimmer here. So I'm going to cut this just before the center seam. I don't want the center seam. And then we're going to go 5 7/8. There. And then 8 1/4. This is take a little bit off the bottom, and because most of the design's at the bottom, and then we'll take more off the top. 8.25. Perfect. Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink this bag real quick so I can see the lines. Because right now I can't see the lines. You can do this with any size bag. This just happens to be the bag that I have. I know, because I went through all my bags last night, and it was either get a colored one out or, you know, this one. And I didn't want to do a colored one, so. All right, so. Inking edges, inking edges. We are working this on the fly, ladies. No idea what we're doing. We're just doing it on the fly. Inky dinky doo. Inky dinky, inky dinky doo. Inky dinky. And I'm using regular ink instead of distressed oxide because the distressed oxide doesn't dry right away. And then you end up with like smudged ink. Two of these things are not the same. Ink and distressed oxide are not the same. Okay. Ink. Now let's take a look at what this looks like. That works. Okay. So now I'm going to ink the paper. You know, the paper I just cut the patina off of. I'm going to put a fake patina on it. That's how we are. That's how we roll. We're crafters. We'll put patina on anything. All right, so then I'm going to put this down. Glue. I will say this: I do like the paper that this book is printed on. It's a nice heavy weight without being cardboardish. You know, like it's a good heavyweight paper, but it doesn't have that ridiculously thick, when I fold it, crumbly stuff. All right, so I'm going to line this up on two edges. If I line it up on two edges, everything else falls in place.
Yeah.
Bless you, my darling.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so that's there. And then we had something that we said we could use here. I mean, I suppose we could just use this, you know, but no. We said we had something. Where is it? I'll find it. It's here someplace. Where did we put it? Ah, here it is. We're going to use this. Maybe that. Ooh, maybe this. Too much. All right. We're going to use that piece. So let's measure. This is 2 3/4. It's actually 2 13/16, but we're not going to go there because Michelle's now on the floor. So we're going to go like 2 3/4 by 8 1/4. All right. So let's take this part and let's 2 3/4. Go out like that. And then we want to be at 8 1/4. So we'll take a little bit off the top. And then we'll take a look at the bottom. Because our piece goes really high on this one. We'll take that part off. Okay. Now, that is going to, you can see, it's going to overdo the flap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it where I want it. I'm going to bring it down twice the width that I want. And then I'm going to trace. And trim. Where are my scissors? Who ate them? There they are. Okay. There. And remember, I can't cut a straight line to save my butt, even if I'm traced, following a traced line. So this is going to be a little bit wonky. But I can live with it. That we're not saving. That's no bueno. All right, let's take a look. I think we can take a little bit more off the back. Just a scant amount. Let's take a look. Good, bad, or ugly, it's going on. Pretty good. Hello, Robin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so let's do this. You cannot drink and breathe at the same time. Will you? No, I've already got one person in here trying to grow gills. You stop. Thank you, fabulous. This is bedhead. It is. I took a shower last night and passed out. Woke up this morning, I had bedhead. So I was like, okay, we're just going to go with that.
Still looks good. I didn't want to say anything because I knew there was reason for it, but
I'm just going to go with bedhead. I'm too lazy to do anything with it. All right, line it up 2 edges. And continuity, I want to make sure that I keep that as close as possible, okay? Now, I want to do a wrap closure on this. So I'm going to do one of those, circly things. And so I want to put that on before I put the back piece on, because if I don't, then, it's going to go through there and I don't want to do that. So let's get, all right. I'm going to shoot a rubber band at him. He's going to get it today. I'm telling you. Seriously. Hi, Francis. All right. So we want to put like a, here. I need a circle punch. Do I have a decent sized circle punch that I can use for this? Probably this will work. Okay. So let's find, something that we cut up that we don't want the other side of. Or, maybe something that has something icky on the other side. Well, here's, no. You know what? I have the perfect piece for this. Because, let me get out of there. Let me get the rubber band. Because I have this. So, let's get a piece of, this is why I always keep a file folder hanging around. So I'm going to go ahead and glue a piece of file folder to the back of this. Hey. There we go. All righty. Give it a second to dry. All right. So, Robin, what do you do? Do you make journals? Do you do other crafting? What floats your boat, babe? That's down under the desk somewhere now. And it might live there because I don't see it. I will find it. Otherwise, we have to do that all over again. Oh, I see it. Let me grab it. Okay. The pooch belly? You mean like Harry? Maybe Murder Mittens is a secret Harry fan. She wants to look just like him. God help us all. That's what she calls one of her cats. Murder Mittens.
I've heard murder kitties before, but usually it's like a lion or a panther or some shit.
Let's see. I'm trying to find what I think is center.
Are you coming?
Which I think is right about there. Oh my God, say hello.
No.
Hi. I think I've done doing that. Come on.
Ooh. They're good. Now see, when I come on the other side, that's totally off center. Huh?
Can I go to the park?
Go to the park.
Yay. I'm here.
Make sure your phone is on with tracking. I love you too, which is why I want you trackable. I'll see you back here in an hour. We're going to try that again because I'm going to get one in the center this time. Center-ish. More in the center than, I have on that one. That one's better. Okay. Oh my God. All right, I gotta find. I know I have some. I just gotta find, the right color. I don't want this to be like bright colored. Let's see. You know what we could do? Instead of using a brad, let's use a tap. Shall we? We use a tiny tap. We'll use a teeny, teeny, tiny little tap on there. Okay. Just for giggles, I'm going to glue these two together. Yes, I know that they're off. That's okay. Because I know that this one is the right one. Actually, they're not that far off. Okay. They're not that far off. All right, let's find some place where we want to put this. And I'm thinking like right there. Yeah? There? Right there. Okay. Matte. Foamy. It's a little bigger than I would normally do, but okay. Tap in. This is going to be difficult. Let's get it through there, and then we'll get it through there. Wow. Oh, yeah. And then not only were they only playing that, but then, kids were singing it constantly. Let me tell you. Hi, guys. I have 2 elementary schools at the end of the block. And every morning, they play happy. Come along if you feel. Every freaking morning. And they have it on a loop. So it's on repeat. So when I get up and I go out in my yard to relax, all right, so we have a tap in there. That'll make that flatter than, a Brad. So every morning when I go out in my backyard to enjoy my backyard, have my morning cigarette, wake up, I have to listen to So I'm happy. And it's just loud enough that you can barely make it out. So it's like happy, gurgle, 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 happy, gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. Oh my God. Oh, I hate that song. I didn't, but I do now. All right. So we have our pieces here. I'm not going to put one there because I have that pocket. And I'm afraid that if I put one on this side, unless I put it way over here, it's going to interfere with this little pocket that we created here, because that pocket goes to there. So we would literally have to put it way over here. And I think that would look awkward. So we're just going to do one and then just have a wraparound. I'm working it. All right. So now we can cover this. All right. And we are looking at 8 1/4 this way. We're going to that fold. 2 1/2. 8 1/4 by 2 1/2. And this should work with whatever we're putting in here. So let's take a look. We had it upside down. Kind of like this. Yeah. All right. So what are we going to put here? That's where we could put this. Or even that. Let's cut this at 2 1/2 and see. I don't care. Y'all know how much I love this book, right? But another one fell into my lap, so I figured, what the hell, let's use it. All right, so let's look at what 2 1/2 looks like. 2 1/2 looks like that. Yes. I think I'm going to take it off right there. And then we'll take a look at the 2 1/2 on the other side. So let's take a look at 2 1/2 this way. All right, let me take a little bit more off this side. You know what I'm going to be saving those for, right? Let's go 2 1/2 here and see what we get. We're cutting. I don't care. I'm not even looking. We're cutting. There we go. All right. And then it needs to be 8 1/4. So let me take some off the bottom. And little bit off the top. All right. Do that whole Tracy thing again. You know, and if you're dumb like me and you get pencil on your paper bag, just erase it. All right, trimming. There. 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 Let's see how we did. Pretty damn good. Okay. Ink.
Yeehaw.
Okay. I think I know what it is about this book that I don't like. Aside from the fact that, you know, all of the vintage ladies lose their mind over it. It doesn't really go with anything. Like, because the colors are watercolor, there's very little that, you know, in today's crafting is done in watercolor, shades of watercolor. So I think for me, it's just that it's very hard to match it to anything. And if you go like to Etsy and you try and find anything that is Edith Holden-esque, there's nothing. All right, so I'm kind of mushing around that tap on the inside just to make sure that it adheres. Because there's a lump there, you know? Bye, Francis! Let me get out my art glitter glue because that glue's not really sticking down very well on this paper bag. You know what I mean? There's my grandson leaving. Hope he has a school ID on him so he doesn't get busted. Because he goes to a school that only goes to school one day of the week. And today is a school day. So he can go to the park, but he needs to have his ID on him that says that he goes to that school so that they don't think he's ditching. Because the school police will, well, they'll pick him up and ask questions later.
Yep.
All right, so we have that flap. And then we're going to do this inside piece. What did we say we were doing? Oh, we're doing it this. This. Okay. And this needs to be eight and a quarter by 6 1/4. 6 1/4 by 8 1/4. All right, let's get this down. Take some off the top. Get it 8 1/4. See, I don't want to see what I'm cutting off. not much. And then I'm going to trim this just to get rid of that. Just a scant, like cleaning it up cut.
Hey, Mary, this is Mike with Cox Advanced Technical Support calling on a recorded line. How you doing today, ma'am?
Here we go.
Oh,
And
it's
6
fun
1/4,
thing
huh?
every day. Never the same thing twice, ever. Okay, all kinds of fun. So, hey, how's the TVs coming along? Oh, okay, all right.
Let's ink.
Yeah. Right. No. Well, Brian had put this out till 1 o'clock, so that's why I'm calling now. What time or day would you like me to give you a call back on this, or have it set up? We're 24/7. We, we'll do it.
Okay. So this one is
Okay.
going to go right here.
Right. And we'll follow up whenever you want. If you want us to check back next Wednesday on the
This is
20th,
not actually
or
very
just
straight. Let me.
At that point, we'll gladly do that.
So let me take a little bit there. Let's see where we're at.
You got it. Right. I get it. And we are too in a lot of instances. So I really understand that all too
So I'm going
well.
to take a little bit
So
more off.
yeah, I'll gladly set
Redo
up
this.
for
This
the
is where we
22nd,
fit before we glue.
22nd at 8 a.m. We'll check with you. Is that all right? All right, fantastic. Mary, is there anything else I can try to assist you with?
That's better.
All
Okay.
right, in that case,
Glue.
I hear you. Hey, I just started mine. I'm waiting for another 7 to go by, at least. Yeah. All right. Hey, you have yourself a fantastic week now. We'll talk to you later then. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hear him over there making with the fake happy.
Okay, happy.
Okay.
Not awake yet, but I'm happy.
Okay. That works. That side works. So we only have 2 pieces left to do here. That is going to be the back and this. Get in there. Thank you. Okay. Do you think we should have our pocket opening on this side or on the inside? Think, ladies, think. What should we do? Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep all of these decent size scrappy things. Put them in our bucket for our scrap buster. Let me put these over there so I don't lose them, because I will. Put these in the scrap buster bucket, which got moved. It's a mess now. Scrap buster bucket. Okay. I don't know. So should we put the finger pull on this part here, which has it covered with the flap, or should we put the finger pull on the inside? Bye, Michelle. I got one inside, one outside. Oh no. Anybody? There are 5 other people watching. Just I or O. Shove it in there. Let's go. We won't even recognize that you're here if you don't want. Come on, just I, O. Tell me. Whatever Christine says.
What are you doing?
So I'm this is a pocket.
Uh-huh.
And I'm trying to decide if I want to put the notch here, or if I'm going to cover it and put the notch on this side. So the outside, which would be covered by the flap, or the inside.
Inside. Cover's too nice. Even though it's going to be covered by the flap, when you open it up.
But this is going to get covered with paper too.
Yeah, but for now, at least you can work around that.
Mm.
Make it blend in.
Husband's over here manscaping for us.
Well, I'm helping make a decision.
Or at least I'm adding my viewpoint.
Okay. He is adding a point of view.
Well, you weren't getting no answer, and I can't have you just hanging there.
That one. Well, Hubbard agrees with you, Christine. And Carla says whatever you say. So
That's votes.
inside it is. All right. We covered up those measurements, so we don't even know how big this thing is. 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. 5 3/4 by 8 1/4. So let's go 5 3/4 here. So we're going to take this part off because it's all, hopefully we left 5 3/4 on here because I didn't think. We barely did. By 8 1/4, so we're going to take a little bit off the top. And a whole bunch off the bottom. Okay, over there. That is going to be this one. I went with this because the colors match, All right. Now I am going to do some sewing on this, but I'm going to do that off camera because I was going to set up the sewing machine last night, but then I'm like, no, because nobody can see me do it anyway because I can't put the damn sewing machine on the desk without turning on OBS, and I don't want to do that because I hate OBS. I hate working with it. It's a pain in the butt. Not to mention, I need a 12-year-old to tell me how to do it because I'm old. Alrighty. Should have run this through the Xyron. I'm going to save myself some frustration. But it's getting hard to find refills for that thing in the permanent. Like laminate is everywhere because nobody wants the damn laminate. All right, here we go. Matching up bottom and top. All right, so here's my latest. I went and bought from Amazon an ATG, an artist transfer gun. Yes. It's a tape gun. Now we need our giant. Whew, okay. Now I'm not going to make a big punch. We're just going to do this. And I'm just going to take a little nip out of it. There we go. See? And then we'll ink that. Now this is a little floppy, so I'm going to use a piece of this and I'm going to glue it inside there just to reinforce that, just so that it's, reinforce things, ladies. If you can and you need to, do it. Yes, the giant punch. It's my giant punch. I love it. I think I got it on a scavenger. I think I got that in Wyoming. No, I had it before that. I got that in New Mexico. It was in a bag with like 900 tiny punches. All right, so I'm going to line this up on the back there. Press it down. And then I'll repunch this. Hopefully I'll get it close enough. Close enough for hand grenades and horseshoes. Okay, it's not fantastic. Let me fix it. This can take a minute. Hold on. All right, that's it. I'm not going anymore. It is what it is. I should have done it first, and I didn't. So now I pay for it, But I am going to come in and ink this. And look, I used a piece of printed paper, so it looks nice on the inside. And that's just to strengthen that edge, because, you're going to be putting stuff in and out of there. And so you want that to be, a little thicker. A little thicker over. It's a big one. Okay. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces covered. We still have this piece in the back to do. And this is where we're going to hide that seam. That, is a little messy because it's for the folded part. That's where we're going to hide it. And this being a little off, that's going to get hidden when we put paper in here. Because we're going to make a journal. We're going to put pages in it, So this is the last piece we have to cover. And we need to, have something that works with this, of course, because, no. Yes.
Hey, Ken, this is Mark.
That's it right there.
Technical support calling.
God, that was easy. Right? Except I tore that. Hoping
Oh, it's a fun.
we can take that off and be okay.
You know how that goes.
Let me take this off here.
So, hey, I got your internal ticket numbers
Not paying any attention to what I'm cutting. I'm just cutting. Hopefully this is going to be wide enough. It is. We're going to take a little bit off this edge. Just a little bit.
What we've got is a whole bunch of nothing as far as issues for your, that would be for your packet loss. No
Good.
long history of packet
And then
loss.
this needs to be 8 1/4. So
I believe they left you a voicemail.
take a little bit off the bottom. We know it's 8 1/4. Everything else is 8 1/4. And then open this up. Let's go to 8 1/4.
I'd rather make sure that you say, hey, I haven't had any more packet loss.
No, that's going to take off the birdie's nose. So we'll move down a little bit.
How you been on this?
And we'll turn it around and fix it.
Okay.
8 1/4. There we go. Take a scant amount off of there.
Okay. Well, we haven't got any history of it, so as long as you give permission. Yeah.
All right, inky. Inky dinky doo. Inky dinky, inky dinky doo. Inky dinky, inky dinky
All right.
doo.
So
I'm
we-
doing inky
all right,
too.
24 auto close?
All right.
All right. Fantastic. That's what I was looking to make sure.
All right, so
In that case, Ken, anything else I can try to assist you with today, kind sir?
got that. Inked up.
Fantastic. In that case, I really appreciate your patience and understanding.
Gluing it down.
Have yourself a fantastic week.
Providing I can get some glue out of the
Thank you.
bottle.
Bye-bye.
You know what? Don't mess with me, glue. If at first you don't succeed, just rip the top off, you know? It's like a Band-Aid, just rip it off. Oh, glue. Okay, we'll go right along there. Okay, let's put this down. Minding my tops and bottoms. Do need that fine tip though to go underneath. Okay. So let's see. Well, that's 3 pokes to the finger. There we go. Finally got it in there. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I think it works. It's not great, but it works. All right. So I am going to do some stitching on this. Maybe. I don't know. I might. But because I have this pocket, it's going to be kind of hard to do the stitching up here. So I may just do, some faux stitching. We're going to be putting on our piece of twine or ribbon over here. We still have our journal card to make for this. And then, we need to make some other pockets and things. And we are going to put some paper in here. So that being said, I think we're done with this for today. We're going to let everything dry and set up. And then, we'll work on it some more. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I have some strips here, though. Let's save those. And then at a point, you get where you have too many strips of the same type, so you can't use them, But I think now I have enough. I've got a few more over here. And we'll put these in the bin. All right. So tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to go live tomorrow. What the hell? Why not, right? What's tonight?
Right.
Friday night. What are we doing? Oh, craft with me. So I'm going to put rubber band on this. we'll work on this more probably tomorrow. I'm going to put it right there so I remember. I'm going to put these in the bucket. Let's get this mess picked up, shall we? See, I make a mess all the time. Funny face, I need you. Funny face, I want you. Funny face, you're weird looking to me. Yeah, you can get one on Thrift Books. And here's what I have found on Thrift Books. The first one they sent me of this was water damaged. Badly. Like mold and everything. They told me to keep the book, and then they sent me a new one. I think I'm going to put this in my next sale. You know, the cover. Because it's a nice cover. And it's got it. Who knows? Maybe I'll put a journal in it. You know what I'll do? I'll do like a dark goth journal or something in it. Just because, you know, it's that fruity and I won't cover it. Yeah. Yeah. You can find it for a decent price. Thrift Books is a great place to find it. There's also some other pieces too. I have another one, but it's a newer printing and the paper is glossy, so I don't like it, but it's a full book. I also have a book of postcards that are based on her drawings. So, you know, you finally found one? Yay! If Michelle could just stop arting in hers, that would be great. She gets one. She found another one. She thought she was going to use it. You missed it last night, Carla. She can't use it, though, because she started reading it, and she's into it now. That's her third one. Hi, Miss Janie. Honey, you needed that sleep, but we're getting ready to go. But we're still glad you popped in and said hello. All right, so we are doing craft with me tonight, and the top one with 4 votes, only 5 people voted, but the top one with 4 votes is the turning single pages into signature pages. So we're going to be working on that. I have somewhere here, I'll find it. I have something just for that. Damn it, I lost it. I didn't lose it. It's over there someplace. It's on one of these Gramercy cards. I just got to find it. I know I put it here. So I have like pages that are for like, you know, your, remember the old trackers? You know, the old planners? The day trackers and stuff. I have like sets of those and they're real pretty. You know, they have like really pretty art on them, but they're for 3-ring binders, so they're single page. So we're going to turn some of those into journal pages tonight, into signature style pages. Let's see. I think that's awesome. Are we giving kisses? Mwah, 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 mwah. I'm going to grab some allergy pills because my head is starting to fill. And that's the best kind. I'm going to light up my stinky. Ooh. I ran this thing for like 4 hours yesterday. Didn't even go down. So we're going to be doing that one tonight. We're going to be doing turning single single papers into signature pages. And then tomorrow, of course, we're going to have mixed media. I'm probably going to come on tomorrow morning at some point, probably around the same time. And then Sunday Fun Day. So I have a lot of work to do this week because I have to refilm last week's stuff, but we're going to get that done. And since we didn't pick the Tim Holtz one, I'm going to have to film a video on that as well. So that video is going to be like 4 projects all in the same video. And I'm going to try and do it in under 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, 40. And then one project, which I thought was going to be easy peasy, which uses these. These are policy envelopes, but you can use the ones that, close on the ends. You don't have to have this kind. I just happen to have this kind. And this is that big envelope that Amy had. I found a box of these for her a while ago. They're like 8 7/8 by 8 7/8, these huge ones. Those, or you can use the, like big legal envelopes. They're not as, you don't get as much area in them. And what is the other one you can use? The dot matrix ones. Those will work as well. 2 of those. So I'm going to have to record that as a free class because I have huge amounts of film and I'm not even a third of the way through it. So I have 4 videos that I have to get refilmed, 2 of which are already posted, but I'm going to take those videos down. I just wanted to put them in as placeholders and let you guys know what's coming. Amy, you said you had more of these and you were going to be having them coming up in a sale, yes? That 8 3/4 by 8 3/4 envelope?
It won't be tea-dyed. I have mostly colored. I'll bring out what I have and they can see it.
So
That way if they can contact me if they really want one for the project.
so Amy says she has more of these. She doesn't know if they're tea or coffee or if they're colored, but she does have some. So she's going to go grab those and bring them out so you guys can see them. She's coming. All right, I'll be looking for them today. I haven't seen them yet, but I have a lot of other deliveries coming today, so they may all be on the same shipment.
Here. This is everything I have in that size. envelope.
Everybody is saying hi to you.
Hello, everybody.
So as you can see, we've got some purple ones, some really dark blue. That's probably Bemis blue with sparkle. There's some pink. There's a light purple. There are some.
Take paper out if it's in there. I don't know why it's in there.
That's paper. I was like, where's the flap on this?
You have to make your own. Tell me something required.
I'm sitting here. I've looked at both sides. I was like, where's the flap? There's some coffee tea and some overdyed. And, ooh, that's pretty. I might buy these.
What is it? That's, which one? It's tentative dawn, I think.
I like that one. I'll take a few of those. And then there's 2 shades of green, like a Christmas green and then a more grass green. And then there's more of like really dark. I think that's the tentative dawn as well. So there are some of these available. And if you want them, reach out to Amy because
they're cheap too. Sales coming up. It's going to be everything cheap. They're going to be $0.25 a piece, probably, maybe 50 cents at the most.
I'll take 4. Let me
on
know.
Okay.
I'll take
So
4.
whatever she just showed you, minus 4.
I took 4 of the blue ones, okay?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, all the tea-dyed ones have this.
Overdye on them?
Well, this one, there's one. This one doesn't have.
Is that
That's
coffee? That's
Yeah,
coffee.
And then these were all out of a batch.
That got overdyed.
That had those blue
File
then-
folders?
and then this is just the will things, the document covers.
Oh, yeah. So there are some tea dye ones if you want
So
them.
if you specifically want tea dyed, there are only 2.
Only 2. So you just let the Amy know. Just reach out to her. You guys know how to reach out to her on social media and through her email. So reach out if you want them. And you can use any regular, big manila envelope to make this. So, but,
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that one. There's lots of envelopes out there.
and like I said, you can also use the dot matrix if you got those. You can use 2 dot matrix. It's the same width basically. let's see what else. So that's going to be a free class that I'm going to be putting in. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty busy week, especially for me because I have twice the amount of videos to record this week. My freaking microphone was disconnected last weekend when I recorded all those videos.
Oh no!
And it's all a tin can because it all went through the. So I got to re-record them.
Which is why you have a microphone, because your internal sound
Sucks.
sucks.
So yeah. Somehow under my desk it got disconnected, so it's like in the recording every time I go to talk. So yeah, absolutely wonderful. Not so record all of that. So I have 2 weeks worth of recording to do, and I'm going to have to do it all in 1 week. So. So the stuff from Janie is on its way. It should be here probably today or tomorrow. And then I'm going to get started getting that sorted. Once I get it all kind of sorted and packaged out, then we'll think about scheduling we'll look at scheduling for her consignment sale. Why can I not remember that word?
Some pretty nummy stuff.
Why can I not remember consignment? No, he can't disconnect the mic. I think it was when I was cleaning. I went on a cleaning binge. If you don't know, I have OCD. And every now and then it flares. And Amy usually just walks out and looks at me and goes, oh God, and walks back to her room.
I do whatever I wanted. I don't need it anymore. I'm on my way back to my room.
Yeah, I wanted to just clean the mat. And I ended up cleaning my entire corner. And
The carts.
and the kitchen and the
And
Gramercy
the kitchen,
carts
and the bathroom.
and the bathroom and the living room. And yeah, I think I emptied the vacuum canister like 10 times.
Well, yeah, that's. If you could vacuum every day of the week and vacuum up at least a puppy.
But I emptied it 4 times just in this room
Oh yeah.
because
you could do the vacuum and do it slow and nice. Go back and vacuum it again. You'll get a whole nother
Puppy.
yeah.
over and over.
So yeah, so I went a little crazy.
She's always a little crazy.
And I did major housekeeping over here, and so yeah, clean my mat turned into destroy everything and put it all back together. While Michelle watched on camera and laughed at me.
And any of your ladies in there that bought for me previously,
Mhm.
they may have one of those because it came in some of the kits. It's what I put the kit in.
Okay, so yeah, you may have one of these because if you bought from Amy, I would say these were probably about a year ago, at least.
Oh, that was after that trip with Shaylee.
So 2 years ago,
Yeah.
you may actually have one of these if you just look around.
I think there were some purple ones. The purple, one of the purple kits was packaged in that. A pink kit was packaged in one of those. So check your stashes before you buy. You may already have one.
I would be impressed if he unplugged it, but he did. I don't think he did because it is tucked up under there, and it's like I think it's when I was cleaning.
Hello, Lazarus.
Because I was underneath my desk moving some stuff around because I needed to get to the windowsill,
Oh, it's a fun full day.
and that's behind the desk here. It's like right there.
So,
And
I've got your ticket come across.
yeah.
Just looking to check to make sure that
I think
your
I made
fax
it.
machine
I may have
is
done it.
the fax line back.
But I got to do all that recording and everything. It's going to be a very, very busy week. But I am going to try and come on tomorrow morning. But tonight, single pages into signature pages. That is what we're going to be doing at the craft with me. Until then, push the button. subscribe.
looks like it says here,
Check out the community tab.
updated health plan. So I'm not quite sure if that's
Go over to my Facebook group.
Oh, you
Pick
got
up
that
some
one.
free digitals over on my Ko-Fi or get a free 1 week subscription to my Patreon. It just, even if you don't stay, and you only do the free 1 week trial, it just lets me know that you support the channel, and I appreciate that. So until I see you again, stay well, my friends. Love you guys. Bye.
So I'm just wanting to make sure that